Alright, we just got back from Home Depot and bought some stuff. I had to buy 2 sheets of 1/4 inch plywood, what they don't call Luan, but it's finished plywood. And I had them cut it. The guy was very nice over there, didn't charge. Had a lot of cuts, he didn't charge me for them because my table saw is buried in the shed. And it's very difficult for me to work if I can. I'm willing to pay him for to cut it to size, but didn't have to do that. But the bill for 2 sheets of plywood at $27 a piece, 4 by 8, 1/4 inch. 2 sheets of that. A plug, which one of my viewers, I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to answer. I've been so busy, I got no time to answer comments. I'm way behind on it. You'll have to excuse me on that. One of the viewers told me to plug them. I also said to cut both black lines. Well, I don't know what he means by that. There's only one you cut. The other one's a vent stack, and the other one's the drain. And they're all inside the wall and elbows. So, I bought a sample, and of course the sample's not here. I measured it. It's 1.9 inches in diameter, outside diameter. So we've tried to plug in the sample piece of pipe. It works perfectly. I told him about cutting it, and he said, you use this here in tight quarters, and you put it around the pipe, and you go like this, and it's supposed to cut it. Okay? We'll try it. It was $7. Okay? Loctite power grip. I figure 1 tube of that will fix some of that loose where I can reach it, of the tub surround, and then the plywood around the edges. I can use that. I'm sure there's enough there. And then I had a can of semi-gloss interior semi-gloss enamel mixed on an off-white to match the paint, to match the tub surround, which used to be white, but it's a little off-white. So I bought a sample of plastic over there, and they put it through the scanner. So I got that, and these are just things we're giving away. There's some more items we found. We're going to wait till Thursday before we can do that. So I'm going to go get some lunch, because if I work through lunch, I'm going to be like an old man, wobbling all over the place. No stamina, because I have a bad habit of working. Once I start, I don't take time to eat.
No, you don't.
So I'm going to go and eat now, unload this off camera. What I'm going to do is to paint. I'm going to bring the paint in the house. It's a little cool today, but I'm going to paint anyways. I'm going to paint the 3 sides that I'm going to use, and that's part of them here. 18 by 54, 1 piece across the back, 18 by 40, 2 pieces on the side. I'm going to paint those, and the 40 by 54 piece for the floor, which is already cut up here. All those are going to be painted on the flat outside. It's a lot easier to paint them outside, let them dry, or try to get 2 coats on today. I'll do that in the beginning of the video. So I'm going in the house and get something to eat first. So we'll close the minivan up for now. We'll join you in the backyard after I eat and get my Sunday best on. Okay, these are the pieces that I'm going to use. Okay, this is 18 by 54, that goes across the back. This is 18, these two are 18 by 40. Unfortunately, he's a young fella, and he's got it 39 3/4. That's a little bit of a problem on both of these. 39 3/4. And I held a ruler for him. Oh, I do have one other extra piece that I could cut these out of, but I got to spend a half an hour getting at the table, so I'm not going to do that. Bought 2 paintbrushes in case I need them. I've got others in the shed. I've got quite a few, but I want to start out with some. So all I need to do is to paint the top, the outside of this, okay? Top of this, and this is the floor. So we're going to get to work on this right now.
Nice white color.
It's an off-white.
Oh.
And I just wanted to get the brush. All right. Cleaned off for the first time. Let's go. They shook the paint for me at Home Depot. I don't know what the temperature is out here today, but I'm gonna paint probably in the 50s. I'll take a look. $60 degrees.
It's beautiful out here now.
60 degrees. I gotta keep the hammer on this because it's windy enough that I could blow this stuff right up, and that would be a heartbreak after I get it painted and it blows and it goes face down into the dirt. I will not be a happy camper. This goes on a little thick.
Looks good though.
Yeah. But it's a lot easier to paint these things and then put them in place. Like this on the flat. Now, we're not going to make too much of a video on this painting, but we'll discuss a little bit about what we're going to be doing today in part number 2. And that is to try to get 2 coats of paint on these 4 pieces of 1/4 inch Luan, which they don't call Luan over there, but that's all right. It don't matter. That's what I used to use years ago. This stuff is no good for exterior, but it's perfect for this, and it's going to just be a storage closet, so we should be fine. Now, I think I showed you the plug that's going to be used for the drain. By the way, this is the part of the tub. I can't put everything in the dumpster here. I got to do it gradually. Otherwise, I'll have to pay somebody that has a truck to haul it to the dump. If I can gradually get it into our dumpster here, which we're not really supposed to throw that kind of stuff in. The sink is already in there, the plastic sink. So, all the small stuff from yesterday is in there.
Nice
it's a
warm
good
day today.
Yeah, and it's a good time of the year to do this, because if you wait until the trees start budding, you're going to get all this crap from the trees going down on it. It's going to look like hell. I know it's a storage closet, and most of this is going to be covered up with the totes, of which there's going to be a lot of them. But nonetheless, we're going to try to do as good a job as we can. What I got to do, and I forgot about it because it's not on the list, is trying to find painted white head screws, and I don't think you can get them. When they screw paneling in the mobile homes, when they do have to use screws, the sheetrock and stuff, they use a white screw. In other words, it's painted white. So that when you screw stuff in like this, you don't really notice it too much. I got the adhesive, which I think I showed you in the beginning of this video, that will hold most of this in, but in order to keep it in there, you have to put some nails in it certain places, or screws. The biggest issue is the tub surround plastic. It's very loose, and there's no way I can tighten it up unless I screw it in, because I can't stand there holding the adhesive and holding it up there until it dries. So if I can't get the white screws, I'm going to have to just nail it in, and that's it. Call it good. I'm not looking forward to cutting the pipe, which I'm going to do after I...
It's not perfect, you know. It's not furniture.
Yeah, that's my saying, yeah. Now the problem is I can't put this hammer down. Once I get it all there, if the wind comes up and blows it up in the air, I'm not going to be a happy camper. I'll be an angry camper. So, it's a problem. We got an unwelcome breeze. It's a little stronger than I like. Should have used a smaller paintbrush, but it'll take me longer to do it because it's a little hard getting in the can. It doesn't like to fit in the can too good. Can't put the hammer on this. You just have to hope the wind don't come up, because I got to take the hammer off altogether here. And I have to do the same to that, so I don't know how I'm going to do that. Other than marring it up with some weight on it, which will mess the paint up. You got to work outside, you know. Not all of us have the luxury of a nice garage to work in. It's a good day to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, what I'm going to do, and this probably will not help too much, I don't want to get the hammerhead. This is going under the lip of the tub surround, so you're not going to see that, about 1.5 inches. So it goes up underneath. Already getting crap falling in it. So it's not going to help much if the wind decides to lift it up this way.
Nice day to paint, though.
Yeah, but the breeze is not welcome, not for doing this. I'm afraid these things, you know, the plywood's very thin and it can be just blown away very, very easily.
That looks really good. How many coats you putting on?
I'm going to put 2.
Oh.
I don't know how I'm going to do that. Put the paint can on this end like that, because it's going to go, this will be the bottom. It'll be shoved up underneath there 1.5 inches, so you're not going to see any marks on that. That takes care of that end. I think what I'm going to have to do, not going to paint those now. I think we're going to go in and cut that pipe. Let this dry enough so that if it does flip over, because I need to take these and move over to here, and it all goes on the ground, if the paint's dry, it's not going to hurt anything. Let me get a clamp for that. Be right back. Alright, we'll only have a little tiny mark on here, but I got to get some half round, quarter round, whatever they call it. So now if the wind comes up, it's not going to go flipping up. We got to make some changes over here though. We need the cover to put on the paint, otherwise it'll dry out. We'll go rinse the brush out. Let's see, make sure there's no starting to dry up already. That's good. Okay, so if we get a gust of wind, that shouldn't go anywhere. We don't want to get white paint on my red hammer. All right, so let me wash this off. Keep realizing that's off white. I got to get something. I'll be right back. My work pants don't matter. My work coat. Boy, it's milky.
Looks like milk.
Yeah, I don't want to drink it. We just, you don't clean the brush a little bit, it will harden up. I'm not looking forward to cutting that pipe. I've never done it before. I don't know if I'm going to get flooded in there. All I can say is do not flush the toilets or run any water until I get the plug in. I will be in a, you know what's creek without a paddle. It's supposed to cut the pipe. No way. It's smooth. It's a stainless steel smooth. There's no burrs, no edges on it or anything. So I got this piece here. And you can get it around there. Alright. You're supposed to go back and forth with it. Even pressure. It doesn't say hard. That ain't gonna cut anything. It's a big joke. Not a mark on it.
Nope.
It's a piece of crap. I'll have to use the damn hacksaw.
Yup.
I'll bring that piece of crap back and try to get my money back on it. I use this on this here, and I'm cutting, in no time at all I was cut through that. I use this stupid thing which got absolutely no burrs, nothing sharp. If this was able to cut PVC, which it claims, it would be so sharp it would cut your fingers up. So I gotta wrap this piece of crap back up and try to bring it back. I cut the packages all to hell and everything else. The plumber that was over there at Home Depot today was very nice and very helpful, but he told me this is what they use for tight quarters, and it says right on there, cuts PVC pipe. Well, it might be good for cutting paper. That's about it. All right, let's go and do it the hard way. Yes, I don't have my kneeling pad, but I'm not going to worry about it. All right, this is the plug, in case you're wondering what it looks like. Okay, this is what they recommend, and it stays in that sample I brought over, and you tighten it up. Supposedly by hand. Okay, so don't expect a flood, but the only water that might put a 3/4 plywood under here just to hold this up just a little bit, and there's about a little over a 1/4 inch of room under here, so you can't get one of them cutters in there, but this should be okay. I wouldn't expect much, maybe from the trap if there's any in there. Cutting very well. Now I think I gotta release this pressure a little bit so it doesn't pinch. I hope I'm not on an angle. I am. I'm cutting like this. Dry in there. I'm on an angle. I'm on a wicked angle. Let me take this outside. Let's see if there's any water in here.
There's no water.
No. That means we had no water backup.
That's good.
That crooked. I gotta recut that. I gotta cut that straight so I can get the plug in. And again, I cut it a little straighter. Not 100%. I asked him to use the pliers. He said, no, just hand tight.
Looks good on there.
That's the best we can do. Now, somebody had suggested, I read the comments, but I got no time to answer them. I'm way behind. I got all this project going on, and I'm tired at the end of the day. I might check my email. It's about the extent of it. Somebody had said put plugs in it, which is a good idea, and that's what I did, but they said cut the pipe in two places. How the hell can you cut it in two places? This is the vent that goes up to the roof, okay? This was the drain that I removed, you saw that. And then there's another pipe behind here that the wastewater goes down, okay? It's behind all this here. So there's physically no way I can do that. If I cut this off here, how am I going to make connection up there to the vent? Say, unless you're right here seeing it, you know, you have no idea. Okay, so here is the situation. We got these great pipes, hot and cold water line on the outside of the sheetrock. That's just the way they made it. They come down here because they figured they had to come out of this hole in it here. Anyways, and they come up through here, okay? So what I can do, when I put the plywood here, which I have cut, had cut, I should say. It only needs to come up to here, from here over to here. So in other words, the 40 inches by 18, which is here, this side and the opposite side, and 54 here. It doesn't need to go any further than this. So what I'll have to do is box this in over here. So, all right, that's tight. Okay. All right. So we're going to go back outside and we're going to finish painting. Try to, anyways. Now here, I just stuffed bags in here.
That's a big hole.
Yeah, but that's 1/4-inch hardware cloth in here. I just swept all the crap in here from here. Okay, but there's cold air coming through here. So what we're going to do is, you see how they cut a hole for that? They just sloppily cut it. That's the way they do mobile homes. I've seen, that's a small, I've seen holes like that just for a little trap. So the 1/4-inch Luan will go over the top of this. All right, let's go outside. All right, this is dry to the touch. This is one coat. So we're going to do one at a time here. It's starting to get breezy again. One coat goes on tonight. So we're just going to put this in the shed over here. I'll be right back, and we're going to do one at a time. We'll do this one, we'll do this one, over here, and then we'll do the big one just where it sits. All right, the grain goes this way. It's just the way they happen to cut it over there. So it's easier for me to paint this way because the grain runs this way. But that isn't going to matter because we get a couple coats of paint on this, you're not going to see the grain, which way it runs. Yeah, the hacksaw thing was excellent. That's all it took. No water in the trap at all. That surprises me. In other words, had there been a backup at any time in the past, it would have been in the trap. Because the cap was on the drain, so it wouldn't have really dried up. So, that piece of crap, I just scotch taped it all back together and tried to get my $7 back or whatever it cost. That was a waste of money. That's the most stupidest thing I've ever seen. You can't cut anything with a thin piece of stainless steel cable unless it had burrs on it, like a saw. Well, made in China, what do you expect? Can't expect much, you know, nowadays, quality. It's amazing what they put on the market. And and people fall for it, including myself. I only went by what the guy told me. He says, you know, I asked him, he's honest. He said, well, we sell them. I've never used them myself, he said. No. So anyways, today I'm going to be just painting these. I'm not putting this wood up. Because I got to paint what's going to be the floor the same way. And I got to take out that L bracket molding that's on the floor. That was where the bottom of the tub was mounted. I got to get that out, clean that off good. I'll do that today. And put the wood in after I get all the what I have to do here. Make sure this paint is dry. Stuff is still falling off the trees. Now, hell with it. Paint over it.
Looks good though.
Dries quick, so that's one good thing. You can try to, hopefully it dries before you have any more stuff fall on it while it's still wet. I might have to thin this out a little bit, I don't know.
Looks good to me.
Yeah, but keep going over it. It's a little thick. I know it needs 2 coats. All right. Now, Yeah, there's no way you got that stupid thing is gonna cut this. It won't even cut paper. All right, this is the back. This is the bottom, the back. Now, so we don't get any paint on this. We're going to be painting this, but if any paint gets on it, it'll be lumpy. We don't want that. The drain went a lot easier than I thought. I was concerned about having a lot of water come out of there.
But it was dry, so that's a good thing.
This here was on the wood, and this is a better side than the other one. But when I paint over it, you won't see that. I can do one right here. Again, the grain goes this way, so it's easier. Paint it that way. Now, as I showed you on the video about the pipe, these are 40 inches long or 40 inches deep, and where the pipes come through has got to be cut back, because I can't cover up them pipes flat out like that against the wall. So there's going to be a little, guess you'd call it a cubicle or something, in the corner, which will be all boxed in, but I gotta have the floor down first to do that. And so we'll paint the whole wood, of course, and we can cut it, not a big deal. Painting it out here, I can see better and I won't miss spots. If I paint inside, I'll be missing a lot of places because I need lots of light, more so than the average person, to see.
It's windy out here today.
Yes, a lot more than I thought it was going to be. But the weather guessers are only guessers anyways. That's why I always call them the weather guessers.
And you just got a t-shirt on.
Well,
I got a flannel shirt on.
I got that red jacket, and I keep running in the house. I have to work on something. I'm sweating. I leave it off.
I got a
I'm
flannel
in and
shirt
out
on.
so much.
Yeah.
Don't bother wearing it.
I got my...
It's 60 degrees according to the thermometer up there.
Yeah.
It don't feel it because of the damn wind.
I got a flannel shirt on, so I'm good.
All right.
Yeah.
All over the place here. I hate to put the paint can on it, because it'll leave a ring. But I don't want the wind to get up underneath and flip this across the yard. Okay, it will be quite upset. I guess find something else to put on that. Hi, ladies and geraniums, and boys and girls, and cockroaches and lizards, and snakes and rats, and whatever else is watching the video here today. This is the second coat. We ran out of places to paint, so we gotta paint where we can. I just hope the wind don't take this away. This stuff dries pretty quick. I added a little bit of water to this, just a little. It was a little too thick.
I just hope no squirrel gets on it.
Ain't no squirrel gonna come out here when I am here, and it's not going to. It'll be dry by the time that's done. It don't take that long to dry. They say 1 hour to dry. It's taking a lot quicker than that. It's a lot quicker. So we got 2 coats on the first 2 here, 1 coat on the floor back there. So it's hard to see where I had left off. 1 coat probably would have been good enough, but we bought a quart because we know we needed it. The only thing is, I got to figure out how I'm going to keep this down. I may have to put that big steel weight on top of it and then touch it up afterwards. Just better keep an eye on this. get a gust of wind and this thing will go across the yard before the paint is dry, and it won't be too good. Look, pants. Look. Look, pants. Take a look. Hey.
Now you got white paint on the back.
That's
of them.
all right. This is an old shirt. It don't matter. I figured I'd wear it today too. So, all right. Let me get a clamp out here. I think I can take this clamp off. Take a clamp on this side. Oh, nuts. Damn it. Well, we'll just hang it there. Clamp won't close down any more than that. I have to put a weight on it, and I just have to touch it up where the weight is laying on it. I need my weights over there. All right. We'll be right back. Okay, we got 2 coats on everything. As they dry, and they're drying quick, I'm stacking them in the shed. They'll stay in there. The next step, we're going inside. We're going to try to take that trim that goes across on the floor there. That's going to be a job. That's got to come out. And then tomorrow, whenever, we'll start doing the wood. So I'll join you inside. My cameraman was off duty for some reason, so he missed the 2-minute job to take this out. We got it out, we used this, and we just banged it out. Now we got silicone here, which I'll clean off with a scraper and off camera. This was the silicone that I put down with the wood trim, the plastic trim rather, like over here. Okay. So now we got 1/4-inch Luan under here, as I said before in the earlier video. So we're going to have 1/4-inch Luan that I painted today, the big one, going up here. I got to clean this out yet. There's still crap under here. We'll clean that. We'll do that off camera. And the wood that I painted white will be nailed down here. I don't need to. If I have any construction adhesive after I use it here and underneath there, you know, I'll use it a little bit under here. Now, what I was talking about outside is this here. Alright? When I put the floor in, I don't have a thin piece of wood, but let's see if this goes under it. I think the Luan will fit under here, right up to the steel wool. Then beyond that, there's a hole there. But so I was going to box this in. In other words, the back wood that's 54 inches wide and 18 inches high will be mounted here after the floor goes in. The floor goes in first. This is cut out here. That's all I need to do is cut out this corner. I fit that wood in here. Then I put the back piece in, okay, and get that all fastened in. Then after I get that in, then I box this in. And I'm going to try to bring the height down as low as I can. So I don't want to come up to here. There's going to be wasted space here. So I'll have it over here, probably coming out to about there. About there, and probably like this. All right. And about there. And then the plywood that's 40 inches from here to here will go over, go down all the way here, and like that. So I'll cover as much as this as I can, probably going behind this pipe, shoving it down. But you're not going to see any of this because I'm going to have this all closed in, and the 1/4 inch Luan will come down as low as I can get it to this pipe. Okay? And so this is kind of like wasted space. This I don't know. I think I'll probably do saw this is plastic, saw this off here. Okay? So you only got this sticking out. You don't have this. I'll cut it right off. That'll give me another few inches of storage here, because these totes are going to be right up against the wall. Maybe not on this side, because I want to get a commercially available knees got no strength in them at all. Alright, let's see. I'll work on this off camera, so I'm going to end this video. It's getting too long. And I got to take a shower yet too. Alright, so we cut that. So, and we got to glue this with that construction adhesive. My problem is keeping this in when I put the construction adhesive, because my experience with any of these glues is they do not hold. The only thing that'll hold when you press it in is contact cement. So they'll pop out again. So if I can't get white screws, and this is off-white, I just had to use regular screws and screw them in. There's a joist here, there's one about here, one here, one here. But the plywood's got to be in first, okay? So, the shelving can't be from here to here. This is 54 inches. They don't make them that wide. I'd have to build them. I think 4 feet wide is as wide as I can get them. So, this is wasted space, so it could be here. So you've got all this space. I just have to stack things up. I don't want to buy any wood. Wood is too expensive. We can't do it. It's like $109 for the one I was looking at. That's 6'6", and it's metal, but it's not white. It's gray or black. I can't remember now what it was. So that's what it is. So the totes are almost 18 inches tall. The two big heavy totes that we are keeping, one will go here, one will go here, after the floor is on, of course. The floor would be covering up this. So we'll try to get the widest shelves we can get. I have not checked Lowe's, only Home Depot, so I have no idea what Lowe's has. We'll try to find something. I like 44 feet wide. That's 48. 4 feet wide would be perfect. Okay, 48 inches. That would be perfect. That would bring me. I don't have a ruler. This is 54. So 48, my math ignorance, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 6 inches. Okay, so if we have the rack go tight against the wall over here, that's what I want, okay? If it's 48, the legs can come down here as long as it doesn't hit the plug here that I got. If it does, then I have no choice but to spend big money, 3/4 inch plywood right across, 2x4s right across, and make a bottom shelf that go right across the whole thing. Slide the totes underneath and get a shorter rack to sit on top of that. The totes are 36 inches deep by 20 inches wide. There's no shelving that I know of that's 36 inches deep unless you get a commercial one, and it'll probably cost me hundreds of dollars. My idea is to have nice big wide shelves so I can stick these totes in there. The ones we're not using, we can stick them in, and we can stick others in front of it on shelves. Alright, that's my intention. I got to do a lot of shopping around, but I'm going to work on this. You don't need any more videos of this. This thing is too long. Speed up whatever you can, Tom.
Yep, I will.
Okay, on the painting, if I'm flapping, play it back. If it's not important, just have me Mickey Mouse, Chipmunk, whatever. Some of the beginning paintings was okay. I was explaining things. But speed up what you can. I'll let you do all the editing on this. I got to finish up here. I got to get cleaned up. And that's all I'm doing today. Catch you on part 3.